Hello, kiddos. I'm not even gonna lie right now. I'm in my underwear. I put on a shirt to do this vlog. We're gonna get down and serious today because it's something that's bothering me, and we're trying to make it more humorous at work. If you don't know, I work in a photo development center, specifically Walmart. Today, there's weird things. Of course, I work at Walmart. I'm gonna come into work to weird things. I've come into coffee spilled over all over our printer. Nobody was there the night before. Today we walked into a blown up latex glove just chilling. So we made a chicken out of it, and then when I came back, one of my coworkers had turned it into the copyright infringement chicken. Give you 3 guesses. The first 2 don't count of who the copyright infringement chicken is based on. Yeah, me. Here's the thing, and I hope this gets out to at least 40 people. And if this gets out to 40 people, will you share it with at least 10 more people? I have to explain something. When I tell you you can't copy a photo, I am not being a douche cannon to ruin your day. I am being a douche cannon because it's not my policy, it's federal law. I don't want to tell you you can't copy your photo as much as you want me to let you copy the photo. It's not going to happen, and this is where I have to be an asshat and say it. My job is not worth your photo. I don't care how important it is to you. My job is not worth your photo. That would be like me coming to your job and saying, well, why don't you just give me this? And you say, oh God, I can't do that. And I'll be like, yeah, do it. I really want this. I know it seems flipped, and I know it's kind of like evil debauchery, you know, when you buy your children's school photos, and good Lord, I'm in the wrong business because photographers, professional school photographers, they rip you off beyond, all belief. I can look at a school package and tell you that if you could print it, that it would cost 1/5 less than what you buy it from the photographer for. And I understand that gets you where, you're like, I could print this a lot cheaper, but it's copyrighted. And here's the horrible part. When people ask us, how long does the copyright last? And honest God, this is what I was told, and and I hate having to say this because it's the stupidest thing ever. It's indefinite now. Indefinite on a photo. Why? And here comes the stupid part. Because Mickey Mouse turned 75. So they extended copyrights indefinitely on images. Lovely. Every now and then, I will make an exception. And me saying this could probably get me fired. I will make an exception every now and then on a copyrighted photo. And that is if it was taken in the 30s, the 40s, or if it is a 10 photo. Because, I have my reasons. But, but nothing from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, especially this year. The thing is, it is perfectly legal for you to go home or know anyone with a printer, scanner. They can print it for you and give you a copy. It is perfectly legal. As a business, it is absolutely against the law for us to print a copyrighted photo. So, and the bad part is the reason as employees we are so adamant against saying no is because if I let you copy that photo, someone sees it and they say, well, where'd you do that? Well, they let me copy it at Walmart or Walgreens or CVS or, Photo Finishers or something like that. If someone says, well, yeah, go to Walmart, they'll let you copy it. And then you come in and we're like, oh, no, I can't do that, And then they get mad and then they blah, blah, blah. And then they call the portrait studio because they all got their kids' photos taken together. And they say, well, Walmart let them copy it. Suddenly, we have a lawsuit on our hands. And I'm not trying to get all liability and everything and say, oh, Walmart can't take a lawsuit. No, that is the horrible part. The lawsuit would not come down on Walmart. The lawsuit comes down on the individual who sold the photo. Walmart would not be scratched. CVS would not be scratched. Walgreens would not be touched. I would be fined anywhere between $250,000 to $500,000 for copyright infringement just because I let you scan that photo. So, what we're going to do, you know what, and nobody understands the copyright law. I understand, I do to certain degrees, I understand fair use, which is not, except that they don't really apply it to photographs. One shining example is the Obama Hope poster. The guy had drawn it using Associated Press photograph, and he got sued by the Associated Press, and he lost because he drew it off of a copyrighted image, so it was still under copyright, and he didn't get permission. It's very hard to use anything photography-wise under fair use. Music you can use for fair use. It seems to be a little easier to get around that. In general, if you use 31 seconds or less of a song, it's not considered copyright infringement. But as soon as you hit 32 seconds, it's infringement. Just a little bit of advice for you. People will argue me all the time. How do you know this photo is copyrighted? I'll tell you 3 ways we know it's copyrighted. 1, they're posed. 2, there's a background. The background probably has not changed from the 80s. The only difference is I don't think they have that awesome laser background anymore. 3, look at any photo you take, indoors, outdoors. There's either 1 dot from the sun or light, or a square from like fluorescent lighting in your eye. A professional photographer is going to use at least a set of 2 or more lamps. It leaves a double dot in your eyes. So if we are in slight doubt over, is this photo copyrighted, we'll look at your eyes in the photo. If there's 2 dots in the photo, it's a copyrighted photo. On the back of copyright photos, it'll say Kodak or Fuji or Kodak Royal paper. It's going to say copyrighted photos cannot be copied. It'll have a little copyright symbol. Copyrighted photos do not have to have even a watermark. It doesn't have to have the photographer's name. It can be completely blank on the back. We can still refuse to print it. Please don't get mad at us. Just understand our job is not worth your photo. And do understand, I do believe legitimately that some of your houses burnt down or flooded, or it's the last remaining photo after the Mayan apocalypse and you're here in the past trying to, you know, reproduce the photo to stop the terrible wave of destruction in the future. I understand that. But understand that every person that comes through who is trying to get a copyrighted photo, this is either the last photo, their house just burnt down, you know, their house just flooded, or they're from the future, from the Mayan apocalypse, and they're coming back in time to get a copy as evidence to keep it from happening in the future. And yes, I swear to God, that last one has been used on me. It was very creative. I laughed. I had the best chuckle of my life, and I still told them no. Because I don't care if the copyright is out during the Mayan apocalypse. It's still copyrighted now. So, what we're going to do, and we'll probably get fired for it, every time someone tries to do a copyrighted photo, first we will point to the giant 16 by 20 poster that I have made up at work, and it is prominently displayed on our counter, citing the copyright law. By the way, government photos, firefighter photos, military photos, police photos, they, even though taken by a professional photographer, if they are for services for the United States or for your local departments, they are not copyrighted. You can print those. Also, here's a fun fact. Olin Mills only holds a copyright for 2 years. So if your photo is more than 2 years old and it says Olin Mills at the bottom, contact them with your name. They will send you a copyright release free. Sears copyright release is $99. I think Picture Me, which is in Walmart, $60 or $80 for the copyright release. A lot of times, if you get it on a CD, there will be a copyright release on your disc, but you will need to print it out because we have to have a copy of it before we let you photograph it, and, you know, all that fun. So anyways, you walk up to me and you say, I want to make a copy of this photo, and I say, oh, I'm sorry, we can't make a photo off of that photo. It's copyrighted. No, it's not. It's my kid's photo. Yes, ma'am, but it's copyrighted, and we can't. It's against the law. It's the copyright law. But I bought this photo. It's my photo. No, ma'am, I'm sorry. The rights to the image belongs to the photographer, and we can't. It's against the law. We can't copy it. Now, if you know someone with a printer, they can copy it for you. but we can't copy it here. Well, what if I scan it myself over there? What if you don't help me? No, I don't think you understand. We cannot copy the photo at all. It's against the law. It's the copyright law. I cannot copy it. Well, how do you know it's copyrighted? It's obviously copyrighted. Even if there is no markings, I can refuse to print the print if I feel it's copyrighted. I am refusing to print it. So you're telling me you can't sell me this photo? You can't copy it. You can't give it to me. You can't sell it. I have to go to some friend's house who may or may not have a scanner and print my photo. Yes, ma'am, we are not allowed to make a profit off of a copyrighted photo. It is against the law. Then just give me the photo. You're not selling it to me. Just give me the photo. Tell me you shredded it. That one happens all day too. No, I will not give you a photo. That will also get me fired. Do I come to your job and demand... Well, never mind. I work at Walmart. It's full of idiots. I don't mean idiots. I mean, I have never met a group of customers who feel so entitled to... never mind. That's an entirely different rant. The photo chicken, as long as he is inflated, is going to... He always says no. So, photo chicken will be ready. It's going to be like, I need to copy this photo. I'm sorry, that's a copyrighted photo. We are not allowed by law to copy it. But my house just burnt down. My house just flooded. I'm from the Mayan future, and I'm trying to save the... This is my kid's, last remaining baseball card. It's just a team photo. That bitch is divorcing me, and I want a picture of my kid. And on and on and on and on and on and on and on. It's not going to happen, so please, please understand. If you keep pushing it, we will get snippy. If you keep pushing it further, we will get angry. If you push it further, we will refuse to serve you in any capacity. Please understand, it is the law, and we are simply doing it to keep our measly day jobs. Thank you.